Hi, this is Freya, helping you become the master of your voice. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And today I want to talk about 5 hacks that you can use that are very practical for your singing. So please stay tuned. I know everybody's always about hacks. I don't even know what hack means. Hack is like a quick fix or like a simple thing you can do in order to do something. So that's why I'm calling this hacks, because it's not like any complex things that take years and years, but it's just things you can do quickly that'll make a big difference. And I'm talking about actually singing and performing like on stage, and I will tell you what I have found to be really cool hacks. Now, the first thing is, of course, if you have those high notes and you are performing, instead of killing yourself and really, you're coming up to that high belted note and you're like, oh, I'm not quite feeling it. Instead of taking the risk of like really it breaking and you don't feel quite on that day, like you really want it, just go into head voice. Just change registers or go into a falsetto. And that way it'll be 100% clear. Oh, she wanted to do it that way. So I am singing loud and high. So it's okay sometimes. Just sometimes I feel it like the moment before that high note gets there that I don't actually want to do it. Like sometimes I have days when I'm really good at the belting thing, and some days I'm just like, I don't feel like even doing it now. I just don't even want to put the effort into it. And then I just break into head voice or the falsetto, and it's fine. But the main thing is do it in a way that it comes across like you intended it to be that way. Don't come across like, oh, I don't know, oops, it just came out over that way. Don't. Stay confident. And that's my next point. Stay confident. If anything goes wrong, or if you forget the lyrics, you always wanted to come across like you wanted to be that way. Or, the worst thing you can ever do is you're on stage and you're singing, and then something goes wrong, and then it's all over your face. It's like, oh, terrible. I sang this. Oh, I just didn't want to go into falsetto. So if you do that, everybody will know. I've had this so many times to where something terribly went wrong. I mean, like the orchestra was like 2 measures ahead of me and nobody knew where anybody was anymore. It's like the 30 people orchestra. But I didn't show. It was like, I'm going on, I'm just doing something. And then like after a few measures, we all were together again. And afterwards, even my very best friend, who is a professional pianist and musician, he didn't notice. He's like, oh, really? I was like, did you hear that? We were totally off. Oh, really? I didn't hear that. To him, since he didn't know the piece, it sounded like it was supposed to be that way. So always stay confident. Even if you forget the lyrics, don't just go like, and do nothing. Doing nothing is the worst you can do. Do something. Come up with some alternate words. Oh my goodness. If you want to hear something really ridiculous, you can search, You can search a video. Somebody filmed me on a Zodiac, which is a little boat. And I was a singer on a cruise, and we went on this boat. And then on the spur, they said, oh, sing an opera song. And so I'm like, most songs that I sing, or most arias that I sing, you can't really do them a cappella. It's really like, so I sang Libiamo from Traviata, but the words I sang have nothing to do with what's actually I don't even think it's Italian, but they wanted it to be, and I wanted to make people happy, and it's all about the voice. But I think it's something about Greenland, Zodiac, Freya, Casey. Okay, this is ridiculous. But if you search for that video and look for it, it's just ridiculous. I was just sitting on that Zodiac, just trying to sing, but the words if you know Italian, it's total garble. But the thing is, I stayed confident. I didn't tell people, oh, I'm so bad and it was all wrong. I was like, yeah, it was supposed to be that way. And nobody noticed because nobody knew Italian. So it was okay in that situation. Of course, I didn't know they would put it on YouTube, which it's really funny. So confidence, always. And what you could do if you forget the lyrics, if it's like a very famous song that your fans know, just go like, point the mic to them, and it's like you want them to sing it. That helps sometimes. I do that sometimes. Or even when I'm wore out vocally, and it's like, I don't know, you're simply the best. We sing that all the time. You're simply the best. And instead of singing it myself, I'm go, and then everybody else sings it. When I'm wore out vocally, I'll just have them sing that high part. Very cool hack, works. Now the next thing, this is for me, it works so well. Drink hot ginger tea. Really, hot ginger tea for me is like the total remedy for everything vocal right now. I've been doing it for the past year and it's just amazing. I drink hot ginger tea. I take it with me to my performances and I just drink it and sip it throughout the day. My voice is so on. It seems like the circulation in my throat and my body, it's just so, it's almost like a tingling when it's like really hot, just fresh ginger cut up in hot water and just let it sit for hours and hours to where it's like even very spicy and hot. It's like, it clears my throat out. For me, it's like very helpful. So hot ginger tea is another hack that'll really, for me, it helps me to my voice to be right on, really on spot. Okay, the next tip, cut the stress. Stress will not only affect your overall, concentration, but it will also affect your body. When I'm stressed, I feel like I have more phlegm and it all just doesn't work as well. So cutting the stress is really important. It also helps you to focus more and to be relaxed and not to be overly tense, which is never good for singing because you just wear yourself out way too soon. And how do I minimize stress? I think it's really good as a singer, especially because it is a very stressful job sometimes, just to be traveling a lot and you're always somewhere different. It's physically stressing, I think. So, but in order to really get rid of some of the stress, I do meditation, and meditation is a great thing because you train your brain to kind of just block out things that are going on outside of you and to really focus just on you and on staying calm and focusing on positive things. Meditation has helped me a lot, and I've been doing meditation for several months now. I don't do it like every single day, but I practice it and I listen to a meditation podcast all the time. And I have noticed that it has trained my brain to not take things as serious and just to kind of stay on my track that I wanted to go on. Things don't throw me off as easily because I'm staying focused on that track and I don't let it stress me. I'm just letting it get to me and I'm thinking about it, but then I come back and it's like, yeah, where's my focus supposed to be? This is really helpful. Also, another thing is Tai Chi and Qigong. This is almost like a meditation, but it also involves physical movement, and it's very good because it kind of incorporates things of the imagination and the mind and the spirit with the body. It both goes together, and I think that the body and the mind have a very close connection, and one affects the other, vice versa. Another thing that'll help you minimize stress on a regular basis is physical activity. I don't want to call it working out because I don't like to call it working out, but to do some kind of physical activity. I go run all the time in a forest, which is a lot of fun for me because I have nature and good air and I move. And it's not about killing myself, or it's not even about losing weight, and it's not even about anything, but it's about just staying healthy overall and just moving, because I think human beings are supposed to be moving. And in nowadays world, in most jobs that you have nowadays, even my job when I teach, I sit a lot. So it's really good to get outside, especially going outside in nature. I think that has a lot of value to distress you because you see the peaceful nature and you see animals, how they live, or you see the trees, they're always just there. For me, it makes my stress just so much less. So keep that in mind. And lastly, just another practical tip. When you sing some of those high notes and you feel like, oh, I'm just not getting the ping and it's just not working, change the vowels. Sometimes that'll really do wonders. I mean, instead of going, I want to be, it's really hard. If you totally cannot do it, just go, I want to be. See? And another cool hack that I was just actually demonstrating is sometimes when you have a high note and you can't quite, or it just goes bad and it goes wrong and it slips away, it wants to break, just kind of comes back to that principle of don't show people that it went wrong, just do something with it. Keep moving down. I do that a lot for my students. I tell them, okay, instead of holding that note really long up there, why don't you just go down instead of I want to be, just go I want to be. See, you can just kind of cheat a little bit and hack your way into an easier line there. All right, those were my hacks for today. If you want more hacks, let me know. I would gladly give them to you. I probably have tons more that I could think of, just quick things that I do that help a lot, that are not a lot of work, that you don't have to practice over time, that you could just do, and it'll really make your voice so much better or your performance better. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to be back next week. And if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not in my Facebook group yet, I would love to welcome you there. It's called Master Your Voice. And for more great resources like a free audio workout program, like a warm-up, go to my website, masteryourvoice.tv, and you'll find it all in there. Thank you guys. Until next time, don't forget, always keep on singing and always keep the song in your heart. Bye.